How are you making over 10K a month? This could be your business or side hustle. Let me know, guys. I help people with their resumes, LinkedIn profiles, career strategy, salary negotiation, and more for people. I typically charge between $800 to $1,500 for about 4 to 6 hours depending on the client, 2 to 3 hours on resume alone. I have been doing this for years. I have a lot of reviews and a lot of LinkedIn followers. I have been able to get raises in the $30,000 to $120,000 range for people. Once I saw people get big fat raises and got more reviews, I increased my prices. I do script writing for YouTubers, plus I never quit my 9 to 5 just because I like the people I work with, which sums up to well over 10K a month. Writing scripts for YouTube videos makes me more money at this point than my job. I find my clients mainly through Reddit. There are a lot of cool subs like Ryroder, etc. where I look for leads. Now I'm trying to transition to Vouch. My main thing is buying, growing, and selling SaaS businesses. But I will share a side hustle that makes us good money. It's my Sales Saver Sequence offer. We have totally figured out how to save sales from unconverted leads with one cool and one follow-up. I'm using me because I can't take all the credit. Here are the steps. 1. We partner up with a business owner who makes at least $1,000 plus per deal and has unconverted leads. It could be a business selling hot tubs or online courses or anything that matches our criteria. 2. We take those unconverted leads and run our Sales Saver Sequence and get them a bunch of sales. 3. Money hits their Stripe account and we take our cut. Our cut could be 20% to 50% depending on the person and the offer we are working with. This is working extremely well because the business owner isn't risking anything. We are taking all the risk and only get paid when we make him money out of what he considers trash. For the business owner, it's newfound money that he wouldn't have found if not for my team, so they happily pay us. I average about 1K a month selling prints and licensing my artwork and recently AI created/edited images to different companies. I've been doing digital art for 20 years, but I didn't really start making money from it until I got into the new AI stuff recently, like Mid-Journey. I work with a licensing agent who charges 50%. He does all the legwork when it comes to finding clients and also gives me ideas as to what is popular/requested by clients. I am about 1.5 years into making money now. Still working my 9 to 5 until the revenue gets a little more consistent. I built a software platform that allows creators build and sell online courses and private membership communities. It's an all-in-one solution for the course/community experience and your website, payments, etc. We launched at the end of 2018 and have thousands of customers across more than 100 countries. We provide the software tools, but don't do any marketing or provide a marketplace for our customers. So one of the biggest challenges our customers have is learning how to promote themselves. To solve that, most recently we've built an autonomous AI coach for our creators to help them with that. I never raised any funding, and I didn't go to college, but I started this product after having already been making more than $10,000 plus per month from my web design and development studio. I do e-commerce, and I have 2 brands. Brand number 1 does $20,000 a month in revenue. Brand number 2 $30,000 in revenue. Brand number 1 is a little over a year old. Holiday season last year we did $100,000 in 30 days. We'll likely double that this year. Brand number 2 is a little over 2 months old. Holiday season is likely just limited to as much inventory we can afford, but likely $100,000. They are private label brands. I designed everything myself: logo, name, packaging, website, ads, etc., and no employees. I do websites. I sell subscription websites for $150 a month. Custom coded. I make about $5,200 a month on residual income from that alone. Then I sell lump sum sites for $3,500 and $25 a month hosting. I generally sell 1 to 2 lump sums a month. I also have a startup I built with my team that makes a few thousand a month right now on subscriptions. But I don't see any of that money gets reinvested back into it. I also use it to build my clients' sites in like 3 to 4 hours a pop. That's pretty much how I do it. I sell a subscription, go to my library, and copy and paste the components I want in the order I want, and the coding is done. Then I spend the next couple hours on content creation with ChatGPT and asset optimization to get my page speed scores up to 100/100 and make Google happy. Then I launch them with Netlify to host it for free. Easy day. I'm currently working on 2 at the same time right now. It's pretty chill. Took a long time to build it up to what it is today and get steady subscriptions. I do my freelance business on the side. I have a full-time front-end job. And I also add new components to my startup library every 2 weeks. So between those 3, I'm pretty busy. I remember a day back when I was starting out and wishing I had work and wondering if I'll ever get good enough at this to actually stay busy. Now I know. And it sucks. I genuinely enjoy what I do. And it's nice being busy versus no money coming in. Hoping for the day my startup becomes the full-time job. Private and group guitar and ukulele instruction. I market myself locally and drum up my own business, and over the years have built my clientele to the point that I have a waiting list. That brings in $2,400 per week, but that's my ceiling due to not being able to manufacture more time in the day to teach. So for expansion, I'm currently working on producing a series of books and videos and creating my own line of instructional materials. My goal is $200,000 per year, and I have a 5-year plan to achieve that with many sub-goals along the way. I also play guitar in a band gigging on the weekends and get some pocket money from that. It's hard work, but I love it and I can't imagine doing anything else. I'm just grateful that I'm smart and opportunistic enough to avoid the poor starving musician stereotype. I'm a serial startup CTO. Over the last 20 years I've been building and launching tech companies. With all that experience I've been able to package it up into a streamlined service where I can launch an MVP in as little as 2 weeks. The timing depends a lot on what the client considers an MVP. I'm usually pushing for the bare minimum, or real MVP, but most people can't help themselves and want more. I charge $7,000 per week and usually spend about 3 weeks per client. I get a handful of clients per year, which comes out to an average of about $15,000 per month. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about running my own SaaS. Problem is I don't have ideas and I'm terrible at sales and marketing. I do contracting business in HVAC field, own some vehicles, 2 techs per vehicle, install AC units, ventilation systems. Just sit at home, answer calls and customer queries. Do quotes and handle admin, run Google Ads, strong customer base, run this business from another country. Swing trading stocks and currencies, occasional temp worker because I'm an idiot. Leverage people, higher attitude, train skills. I do 30-50K a month running Google Ads campaigns for about 25 customers. I work on a commission base. Let's say I receive 5% of the ad spend, and in return they get infinite hours from my side to spend, everything to get a profitable ROI. And my average customer has 20K ad spend, so goes quite fast. I'm quite good in Google Ads, so getting profitable ROI is not that difficult for me. I also automated the whole reporting to customer aspect, thanks to ChatGPT and Google Ads scripts, and even some more automations here and there. So yeah, I am quite happy, but I'm getting a bit bored after 6 years, so I'm searching for a SaaS opportunity to earn more than this per month. We started with what I call micro companies. It happened 100% by accident and grew into something much larger than ever expected. When I was 14, I started a lawn care company. I ended up getting 10+ yards I was cutting weekly. Someone contacted the city on us and we were forced to stop as we were underage. A lawn care company we knew actually purchased our yards from us, teaching me a great lesson. Years later, I'd purchased into real estate from a friend of my father, a run-down 8-unit complex. I'd spent most of my time working and trying to fix things up as much as I could. I cut the grass myself in an effort to save as much money as possible. I remember it getting insanely hot out and remember hiring someone to cut the grass. They cut the grass for about 5 months, then wanted to raise cost. I of course told them thanks, but no thanks. I went out, purchased my own zero-turn mower. I just never could make enough time to cut it. I ended up paying a buddy to use my equipment to cut my grass every week. He was out of work and needed all the dollar he could get. The neighbor across the street asked if we could cut hers. So, I told him to go ahead. Eventually, just word of mouth, my friend was cutting my property and about 6 others. It was good, but not enough to really make significant money. I ended up looking on Craigslist and sure enough, that is when I seen it. Someone selling 20 weekly yards and 12 every other week yards. They wanted more dollar than I wanted to pay, so I negotiated the pay of 3 free cuts on each yard. One day I paid a guy at Valvoline to change my will. He talked about hating his job, etc., etc. I told him to call me. I ended up buying a work van, filling it with some tools and getting our mobile mechanic company listed on Google. I paid the new guy a reasonable wage to drive around, do oil changes, basic maintenance, etc., etc. Over time, companies grew. We kept focusing on these micro companies until we could purchase larger companies. Our mobile mechanic eventually turned into a small shop. Our small vending machine route eventually became 30+ units. We ended up hiring a guy to do car stereo/screen/window tint. All these things together ended up being small individual companies that make real money. Thanks for watching and being on the road to Reddit Millionaire with us. So, how do you make 10K or more a month? Let us know. Until next one.